Hey, Sagittarius, welcome to the cottage. Happy birthday to my Sagittarian sun sign friends. How are y'all doing? Welcome in, Sagittarius. Let's get an update on your love life, Sagittarius, and tell you what's going on, see if we can give you some predictions and advice, what to expect, that sort of thing. This is for you if you have Sagittarius as your sun, moon, rising, or Venus placements. That being said, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on in your love life. Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. By the way, I do offer personal readings, and I have those right now as of this recording for 25% off on my website, enchantedcottage333.com, under pre-recorded personal readings. All right, so check that out if you would like to get a personal reading about love, money, whatever. All right, Sagittarius, let's take a look and see what's going on in your love life. Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What's going on in love for my Sagittarius collective, please? Give me the love message that Sagittarius needs to hear. The Sagittarius collective, what do they need to hear, please? What do they need to hear? What do my Saggies need to know? What do they need to hear, please? Let's take a look. Let's see what's up, Sagalicious. All right, Sag. Why is the Strength card in the reverse? Eight of Cups in reverse. Oh, gosh. Eight of Cups in reverse. King of Cups. Well, this is interesting. The Eight of Cups in reverse, folks, that's a comeback around card. Somebody has deep emotion for you with the King of Cups. Could be somebody with Leo in their chart, possibly here. But the Strength card is here in the reverse. It's almost like this person has been humbled in some way, okay? Let's get a little more on this, particularly if they were having some sort of ego or pride issues. It's almost like if you guys were at some sort of a standoff, they're the ones to give, right? They holla uncle, if you will. Yeah. Okay. So they've been holding back from you with the Four of Pentacles here. Lover's card. Deep connection with this person, but they've been holding back. They may have been holding on to pride or ego. I know that the Four of Pentacles. I just get a dogma energy, or they were being stubborn about something. All right. Especially with the Page of Swords here in the reverse, it's like they just, I'm not listening, or, I'm not entertaining this, holding back, holding their ground on something with the Four of Pentacles, possibly out of pride or ego. But something has humbled this person. I'm not sure. Oh, look at you coming in as the Empress. You could be a male or a female. You know what, Sag? Here's what humbled them right here. Oh, they underestimated you, didn't they? They underestimated your ability to move the hell on, didn't they, Sag? I'm gonna tell you what I know about Sagittarians. You don't think that they're gonna chase you or you're gonna teach them a lesson, because the Sagittarians are the ones that are more likely to be happy single than any other sign. They don't have very many fucks to give. Generally, when it comes to love, they underestimated you. Sag is like, baby, empresses don't chase, we attract. Whether you're an empress or an emperor, you're in this energy of, I don't have to chase, I attract what I'm supposed to have, and what I'm not supposed to have, I'm not going to chase, because I'm Sagittarius. I don't fucking need it. I don't need it. Yeah, and interesting, you mirrored something to this person with the Lover's card here. Okay, you showed them their own bullshit, their own pride, their own ego. I don't think you meant to do that. Probably not. Okay. I'm not really seeing that you intentionally did that. I think it was just that they needed to meet somebody that showed them that they needed to take it down a notch or two on the ego. Okay. Self-importance, if you will. maybe even gotten dragged by spirit, if you will, with that strength card coming in the reverse, tearing those walls down, showing this person that they're no different than anybody else. They're not any more special than anybody else, nor any less, right? And they underestimated your ability to just write the hell off and go, you know what? I don't need all this. I'm better off without it. If you're going to act stubborn and prideful and egotistical, Sag is out. You may have blocked this person. I don't think you were speaking to them with the Page of Wands here in the reverse. That's fire energy. And that makes, I always think of Sagittarius with the Page of Wands, because the Page of Wands is just kind of a prankster, little bit mischievous, doesn't worry too much about what other people think, and lighthearted sometimes. It can be a good card. It depends. It usually is. But here it's in the reverse. And I think that's because you're not communicating, or you're not chasing this person. You're not going after them. You're like, I don't have to. I don't have to. Sag, I love it when people underestimate you. And as a Gemini on that same axis, I like it when they underestimate us as well. You know, we're sister signs. We have some things in common. In fact, I knew I was going to read for you guys today, which is why I put this feral shirt on, because in honor of Sag season. Nonetheless, Sag, they're super invested, a lot of love, 10 of Pentacles, King of Cups. They're circling the block with the 8 of Cups here in the reverse. That's their next move. That's their next move. They regret walking away. Very interesting. Or they regret you walking away, whichever. But I think there was something here about pride or ego that caused a fallout between you and this person. Okay, I'm just calling it. I want to get a little bit more about what's the energy in this offer with the 8 of Cups here in the reverse, because that is what that is. That's an offer. Let's see here. Lots of major arcanas here. Oh, Sagittarius, look at you. You're like, you know, I'm fine either way. 9 of Pentacles. That's what I like about y'all. That's what I love about Saggies. Y'all just are fine. Y'all are the sign that is, you can be fine by yourself. You're like, in fact, sometimes Saggies prefer that. 9 of Pentacles here. 7 of Cups. I don't need anybody. 7 of Cups in reverse. I don't need anybody. You're going to have to make it good for me to consider this, Buster Brown. I don't know why that came out. But you're going to have to make it good. Okay? You're going to have to make it good for me to change my relationship status. I'm not completely closed off to it. This is what you're telling me. I'm not completely closed off to it, but you're going to have to stand out from the crowd. You're going to have to be different. You're going to have to do better than what you've done in the past. You're going to have to overcome your toxicities, your addictions, your bullshit. We got to get past all that. We got to get past all that. That's the only way. That's the only way, right? We got to leave those yucky behaviors in the past where they belong. In the past where they belong. You got to work on you, says Sagittarius. You got to work on your own self-love so that when you come toward me, it's in many ways a whole new energy. Yeah, you have to take responsibility for what you did. But, you know, I want to feel like I'm dealing with a whole different person. That's about how I want to be. That's how I want to be. So you got to heal. And this is your energy, Sagittarius. You've spoken. And I think what you're telling this person is you got to wait. You got to take the time to work on yourself. You got to heal. You got to work on this. You got to go deep. You got to do some shadow work. You got to do some alchemy. All right. You got to do some inner work. Temperance card. And this is your energy, Sagittarius. So literally, this is you saying, this is what is required to be with me. And I won't settle for anything less, because I can do better all by myself than I can with some toxic bullshit. I love it, Sag. You are feeling your own. Some people would call this a feral move. Okay, let them call it that. I say you're wise. I say this is healthy. For what it's worth, that's my opinion. But if I know you, Sagittarius, you don't care about anybody's opinion but your own. And actually, that's healthy too. All right. That's this person's next move. We're going to go over to Patreon. We're going to dig deep on this thing and see what to expect overall from this person, what's making them tick. We're going to dig into the dynamics of this thing, going to get the long-term predictions and the all signs cross watcher over there. So I will see you over on Patreon here in just a minute. Meet me over there. And the link to do that is below this video. Let's take it over to Patreon. Thanks so much, Sag.